Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in this reading, it's all about your general reading for March. So whatever comes up in this reading will come up. It's not a very specific topic, whereas in the last video, it was all about your love life in March. Want to know more about your month? My email is in the description box along with my Instagram account, so feel free to email me if you would like a personal reading. Over here is pile 1, 2 and 3. Timestamps will be linked in the description box so you can just click on it and skip to your reading. If you don't resonate with the pile that you've chosen, then the other piles may be for you. But feel free to watch it still, because a message might pop up anyway. So let's go into it then, shall we? Pile 1. Let's see. So we have Page of Swords. We have, the Devil. It seems like many of you will be feeling enlightened as the month draws on, because it's almost like you've been too attached to something. It's like something's been holding you back, something's been on your mind too much. Something has just been feeling quite skewed. Like you've been, it's almost like you learned something about a certain situation so that you can loosen your grasp or let go completely. It depends on the person, but take what resonates anyway. Yeah, it's almost like you've been wondering about something for quite a while, or something's just been on your mind for a while, and it's like you've been really attached to this thought process, and then all of a sudden things just start to become clearer in March. I'm not saying it's going to happen straight away. It's probably just going to be a gradual thing. Well, for some people it will be straight away, or some people it will be gradually loosening your grasp on a thought or a person. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. The Nine of Swords, sorry. Yeah, something's been heavily on your mind. A lot of overthinking, you might have even had sleepless nights because of this person or this situation. Oh wow, Three of Swords, yeah. Some people it could be a relationship that you're walking away from because it's quite a controlling relationship. It's like you can't be yourself. It's just doing more harm than good. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, it's like you're seeing something from a different perspective. It's like a light bulb moment where, you've been stuck in your head for so long and you've been hurting for so long because this person or this situation has skewed your thoughts. You can't see clearly. But then all of a sudden, it could be gradual, as I said before, or it could be all at once, where all of a sudden you're just seeing something differently. A sudden light bulb moment, and then everything's just changed. The Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Yeah, you've been in your head for so long. But then with the Hanged Man and the King of Swords, that's a whole thing of being in your head, thinking logically, not allowing anything to really affect you emotionally. So it's like from being in your head, like overthinking, sleepless nights, to, oh, I'm seeing this differently. I'm thinking differently. I'm judging the situation differently. I'm not allowing my emotions to get in the way. I'm seeing it this way, and I'm going to move away from this mentally. I'm seeing mental moving forwards more than physical moving forwards. So it's almost like a thought that's been holding you back. And then it's almost like that slow release. The King of Chalices, yeah, you're not allowing these emotions to really overwhelm you. It's all of it's happening in your head, even though we do have the Three of Swords. But like, even your thoughts can hurt you as much as a person can hurt you or a situation can hurt you. It's all about perspective, like the Hanged Man. And the Empress. Yeah, you're moving forward. You may not be physically, it's just mentally. It's like you move on to a different kind of level of headspace. Don't know what, a new level of consciousness, I guess. An abundance of an abundance of positive thoughts, mostly, because you're looking at something differently. It's almost like your thoughts were clouded because maybe a situation was a bit too much. Let's see the rest. Commitment, listening, protecting, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Protecting treasure. Yeah. Okay, so some of you may feel like you need to protect yourself because it seems like such a stressful situation for you. Your thoughts are probably stressing you out too much, probably just thinking and thinking and thinking that you can't sleep. So then you feel like you can't open up as much as you would like to open up. So you feel like you need to protect yourself from whatever this person is or the situation is. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you have the King of Swords and protecting treasure. So you gotta think, you gotta be logical. You need to change your perspective in order to protect yourself. What's going on in your mind, pile one? Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing here, yeah, you gotta protect your heart because it sounds like your heart isn't in the best place at the moment because of all these thoughts that are hurting you. You need to find a way to protect yourself, and that comes with the Hanged Man, where you're seeing things differently. It's almost like a conversation you have with someone is going to change your perspective. It's almost like you've tried not, you haven't thought about talking to anyone about this. Then all of a sudden it gets too much, so then you have to talk about it, and that's how you move forward. That's how you have that growth in your mind, space in your head space, in the way you think. And that's how you're above your emotions, and you won't let your emotions cloud your judgment, your mind clouds your judgment. It's like you're above it all, and you're not letting it consume you. You need to listen to the advice given to you and commit to yourself. I'm not seeing this card as a committed relationship. I'm just seeing this card as you're committing to yourself. So with this changed perspective, it's almost like you're saying to yourself, I'm going to think differently about this. I'm going to think differently about myself. I'm going to think differently about people. And this is a promise that I'm giving to myself because I can't allow I can't allow things to keep overwhelming me. I can't allow things to get into my head. I need to think in a better way. And I need to listen to myself more. When things get too much, it's time to leave, or it's time to talk to people. And talisman, yeah. So once you do get advice from other people, or you talk to other people, a trusted friend or a relative, it's almost like you're back on track. You're not spending your days and nights thinking and worrying about anything that is, anyone that isn't very good for you, that is toxic thought processes or toxic people. What is it that you want to do this in March? Where do you want to be? How do you want to feel? I'm just hearing you need to work on your mindset. It's not something that could go like that unless you just have some epiphany. It's almost like a gradual thing for some people, and some people it's a click, a light bulb moment that makes you realise that you're off course. You need to commit to the path that you're on, or that you were on before you started overthinking, before you were attached to something or someone, some kind of situation where you needed to protect yourself. Yeah, put boundaries up for yourself and between yourself and others, or just put boundaries in place, like to change your thinking. So what is off bounds in your mind to think about? Okay. So I'm thinking, what is off bounds for you to think about at the moment? Are you avoiding it because you're quite scared about how it will keep in your head, stay in your head, remain in your head, because you've thought about it so much in the past? Yeah, these thoughts are probably hurting you. Maybe you're hiding some thoughts. I think this is a very specific message for some people. Maybe you've locked away some thoughts that, that are quite overwhelming for you, that hurt you, that keep you up at night, and you thought it would be safer to hide those thoughts away from yourself. But I'm seeing that you need to open up to them thoughts so you can see them differently, so that you can grow as a person. Let's see what else we have for your March. Great, endings are inevitable. Don't doubt your worth. Yeah, don't doubt yourself. Don't let what you've been hiding from yourself to really get you down. You were worth having a clear headspace. You were worth so much more than this situation, this person. Why have you allowed this person or this situation to take you off of your path? You need to recommit to your path and let this person or situation go, because endings are inevitable. It might hurt, but it's important so you're mentally free. Protest, start a revolution. Yeah, you could start a revolution by seeing things differently and then stating what it is you're seeing, how you think, so that you can move forward. And it's almost like people are like, wow, I didn't see this coming from you. In the world, not of the world. And diving for light. Okay, yeah. Bring what you've hidden from yourself to light and dive into your subconscious. Like, where did these thoughts come from? Why is it so painful that you've hidden away from those thoughts? Why did you hide them away from yourself? It's almost like a jack in the box. It's almost like it jumps up to scare you if you let the thoughts out, but if you do it gradually, instead of doing it all at once. Let me know if this is making sense to any of you. Comment in the comment section. Inspiration. Yeah, you'll feel so inspired once you slowly open up the protected treasure. Once you slowly open up your mind. Once you slowly allow yourself to start thinking about what you buried, because it's too much of a toxic thing to think about, or it hurts too much, then you'll feel more inspired, because the more you try to protect a thought, the more you try to bury a thought, is the less you feel inspired, is the less you feel called to do much, because all of your energy is on burying that thought down. Most of your energy will be on trying not to think about this thought, which shows up as headaches, could have bellyache, you could have anxiety, you know, it could show up in all of those ways. And this is a big anxiety card as well. So once you take the time to open that box, to let those thoughts out, to see them differently, that's when you'll feel more inspired about your life, to put you back on track. Because it's almost like you've been held back quite a lot. The more you open your mind, is the more you'll be able to create, the more inspiration you'll feel, the more that you commit to yourself, the more promises you can make to yourself, the more that you can listen to yourself, listen to your intuition. Your mind is a powerful place. Don't let it rule over you. Yeah, so I'm seeing here that March is a very important month to work on your headspace. Oh, well, we've got loads of these cards. Let's see what's coming up. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Yeah, so it could be a relationship that's a concern to you, that's hurting you. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Yeah, you surround yourself with the people who will listen to you. Share your thoughts, your concerns with those who will help you, that really truly care for you. Bowl, plenty of material things. Okay, yeah, so I was confused with the Ten of Pentacles, so I didn't really read into that. So the Ten of Pentacles is basically saying that you'll be financially stable this month. It's almost like you don't have to worry about money, okay, so I just heard that you need to, maybe it's time to treat yourself, go shopping, maybe you've been restricting, you've probably been restricting yourself quite a bit, because you're probably worrying about money. That's probably what's on your mind as well. So just loosen the reins a bit on your holding on to money, and just spend a little. Sometimes showing your worth is about treating yourself, because you know you're worth it. You know, don't what's the word? Don't neglect the side that wants to feel like you want to indulge. Yeah, just indulge a bit in March. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Yeah, so something to do with the family. Maybe sharing some of this with your family, some things that are in your mind. And months of the year, May. So you're probably going to plan for something in May, or something that happened in May will pop up in March, or it's either that or someone who was born in May will be of big significance in March. Shark, take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Yeah. So if you can, as I was saying about material things, some people spend the money even though you've been trying hard to save, but you've got to treat yourself sometimes. But for others, don't overspend. Yeah, I'm saying treat yourself, but don't overdo it. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. And flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, know your know your worth. And take the time and take care when unraveling your thoughts, when working through your thoughts that you've been protecting, that you've been hiding from yourself, because it's turning you into a toxic person, I just heard. So for some of you, you could be that toxic person. Sorry, I don't mean to call you out, but yeah, you could be that toxic person because you're fighting so hard not to think about these thoughts. So then it's turning you into someone that you're not. Or another person is toxic to you. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing anyway. So yeah, comment below what you thought about this reading. Yeah, comment below what you thought about this reading. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're not going to watch the other cards, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Pile 2. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining, thank you for watching. If you'd like a personal reading, then my email is in the description box along with my Instagram account. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. So let's see what's going on for the month of March for you. So we have the 10 of Cups. So much happiness and emotional fulfillment. So I'm seeing here that there's going to be a lot of family time. It's like you're comfortable with your family and your family's comfortable with you. It's a safe place to be yourself and to express yourself around them. The Page of Wands. Wow, so much excitement for you. I'm seeing that you're lit up by something. It's like you're allowing yourself to create, to feel excitement about something. In March, the Tower, okay, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so your relationships look like they're going to be much healthier than they have been in a while, and that's making you feel so happy. But then at the same time, it's freedom from this Tower moment. it could be that you're going into March and something big has happened, and it's almost like you're free from something that wasn't very secure. It wasn't built on strong foundations, and it had to end because, it was very restricting. So now you'll be feeling free in March, which will create better connections for you, better friendships, better communication. Because before it just wasn't stable. It's like full of bad communication. I wouldn't say no one was listening, but lack of listening to what each other has to say. Yeah, we have the Death card in reverse. Okay, yeah, some of you may be unwilling for this change to happen, unwilling to let go of the way things are because you're too comfortable with how things are. You probably don't like change. You want to remain where you are in March. But then the Tower comes along and it's like, no, you gotta change, you gotta stop this. You need to change what you're doing. You can't be the same old all the time. And then we have the Knight of the Knave of Chalices in reverse. Yeah, you're refusing to see things differently. You're refusing to even entertain the idea of change. Wow. I'm just feeling very restricted. It's almost like you don't like progress. The Star, yeah, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're refusing to change, but some of you are refusing to change. But the star is saying that you need to move forward, you need to move on. I'm seeing the Knave of Chalices as a blockage. What's blocking you from wanting to change? What's blocking you from this change, sorry? You just want to stay where you are. In the same old. Some of you might be refusing a gift as well. But the gift is going to keep being given to you because it's meant for you. So in the end, it's just going to come in, and then it's almost like you Okay, you'll come in wanting to be heard. So it's like the first few times are soft. Like, oh, here, someone's giving you a glass of water. Oh, here's a glass of water. And you're like, no. I'm like, okay, fine. Oh, again, here's a glass of water. No. And next thing you know, they're throwing the glass of water in your face because you were refusing that change. You had an empty glass right next to you, but you're refusing that filled glass of water. Hope that makes sense. So, yeah, if you keep refusing, then it's just gonna get thrown into your face. It's just gonna show up in your face. Oh, here I am. Oh God. Rescue. Ghostland, yeah, you just want to stay in the here and now. You're just very comfortable in where you are right now. You're an enemy of progress. I don't know why I'm getting that message. That's random. Encouragement. Yeah, there's a lot of encouragement for you. As I was saying, they keep giving you the glass of water and you're refusing. But it's like little nudges, little encourages to take this glass of water, which is change. The glass of water is representing change. And it's almost like someone is coming in to want to change your view on this. Because, I'm seeing that you're being stubborn. Why do you need to be stubborn? You can't always stay where you've been. You need to entertain the feeling of change. Because it will free you. You'll feel so much better after you change, but you're just refusing to see it. Because it will improve your relationships as well. So for some people, you're welcoming the change. It's like you're really happy that this is changing. It's like you've been wanting for this to change for ages, forever. And for others, you're just refusing. Confidence, it comes with time and practice. Are you lacking in confidence with change? You don't like the unknown? You don't like to enter unfamiliar territory? You can't refuse change all the time because you're not going to progress. You need to progress in March. March is coming in as a nudge, a great big nudge to change something. Change up your hair, or change up where you're living, change your relationships, Shake things up in your life. Sort of make that change, yeah. A big change is coming for you in March. Some of you don't want to accept that the change is coming, and the others are just really welcoming it because it's been a long time coming, basically. And Throne, your potential is endless. Yeah. So it's like it could either be one change or one thing after the other. Yeah, this change has so much potential for things to grow, for it to become something. Yeah, it's a change in how you see your relationships, a change in your friendships. Are you going to meet new friends and they'll become like family? Are you going to have deep conversations with your friends and family? Free from judgment, free to love, yeah? So when you're having these deep conversations with your friends or your family, they won't judge you. It's all out of love. They love you enough to hear you out. They love you enough for you to express yourself. Focus on the light. Yeah, instead of focusing on the same old and focusing on refusing that change, instead focus on the good things that can come out of change. It's almost like you're focusing on the negatives because you'll be out of your comfy chair for more of a time than you'd like. Maybe your comfy chair is being taken away and it's like, hey, how dare you, but better chair is to come. That's more comfy, and it'll make you feel so much happier because the old chair was lumpy and ripped. It wasn't a nice sight for people. I don't know where these examples are coming from, but yeah, they're coming. Receiving it. You're receiving something, you're being given something, but you're refusing it. But then it's just gonna be thrown in your face at some point, and it's just gonna shock you out of your chair. And it's like, okay, if I must, I'll take it. And it's like it's the best thing that could happen to you in March and onwards. Ooh, lovely. We have unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial change. Wow, yeah. Change is the big word in this pile too. So much change is coming near you. Broom, new home, new attitude. Yeah, some of you could be moving house. Dogs, getting together with friends, yeah. Better friendships. Much more meaningful conversations and a space to be yourself, and less judgments and more room to grow with each other because you're feeding each other love. And last card, crib, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. Yeah, so somebody could be pregnant and that could be the really big change. And it's like, oh, I don't want to be pregnant, but you're pregnant. Surprise! So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading, in the next video. Bye! A short reading for pile 2, short and to the point. Oops. Now time for my pile 3s. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. I have a feeling that this one's going to be a long reading because, as usual, there's just been loads of things that want to be said through the cards. So we'll just get into it. If you'd like a personal reading, my email is in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment what you think. Like, as I was shuffling these cards, I just felt really excited for some reason. Like I had butterflies in my stomach. So we'll just see what pops up in this reading, because I'm really curious. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Strength. Okay. What's going on here? The Star. Oh, pile 2 got the Star as well. The High Priestess. I think that should go here. Okay, some of you were really having an intuitive month. You know something's going on, you know something's big is going to happen. But it's important not to jump to conclusions. It's important not to really rush anything. Because you have this tug. Pay attention to intuitive downloads. Pay attention to random thoughts that pop into your mind. Pay attention to just really lean into your intuition this month, well, in March. With the Queen of Wands is usually very expressive, really open to people. But, okay, so we reversed. You need to keep these intuitive feelings to yourself, because expressing these intuitive feelings leads to people saying, oh no, you're not right. Oh, that's not right. Why are you feeling like this? You know, how can you possibly think that because it hasn't happened? and then which leads to self-doubt, and you can't afford that self-doubt, because then that doubt will always be there. It's like you'll lose trust in yourself because people are saying you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. So then you don't act on those intuitive nudges. You need to follow up on your nudges. So if your intuition is saying, oh, you need to go to the park today, then just go if it's possible. I don't know. That's just an example, by the way. The Ten of Swords. And the Four of Swords. Okay. Oops. Okay, many of you are just going off on your own. You're not feeling very sociable. You just want to spend time on your own to heal, or to really just be in your own company. Because it's like you've been feeling like you want to move on from something, from a situation that's been going on for quite a while, I'm feeling. And you just need that time to build yourself back up again, to get yourself in a better headspace, to heal yourself. It's almost like you need to protect yourself as well. Oh, protect yourself. I don't know why I just heard this, but protect yourself from psychic attacks. I'm feeling that this is a very intuitive pile. You probably read tarot. Two of Chalices. The Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Chalices. The Magician. Yeah, this is a very intuitive pile. Okay, some of your manifestations are coming in this in March, but it's going to come in the form of many different options, and you need to intuitively rely on your intuition, like which chalice will be the best one for me. This isn't a decision that needs to be rushed, like the Strength card. You can keep going back to it if you can't make a decision because you're too much in your head. It's not a decision that needs to be made for other people. This is your decision. Yours, and you listen to your intuitive nudges when it comes to this decision, because manifestations come in different forms. It could be obvious, or it could be in a form of choices, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like it's all coming together in March. Well, by the end of March, you'll know what it is you need, what your intuition is leading you to. Excuse me. So I see this card as what you want wants you. So it's like you'll choose the right thing anyway in the end, but still don't rush into this decision. The Ten of Wands. So we've got two tens. The Fool. Oh wow, a new start is coming for you. So we've got the Fool and the Magician. So we have two tens, which is all about endings. So Ten of Swords, this woman has been trapped in the same old cycle, maybe. Her thoughts have been a lot, situations have been a lot, and she's decided to walk away, she's decided to move on. And the Ten of Wands is carrying so much at one time, so many responsibilities, so many duties. It could be carrying different relationship, a job that they don't really like, but they feel like they have to work harder and harder and harder each time they go to work, and they didn't really need to. They could be carrying, they could be carrying the past with them, and then it's almost like you decide, you know what, I'm not doing anything. I'm dropping all of these ones and I'm going to heal from everything. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to spend time alone so I can really reflect. I can journal. I could do that deep dive into my subconscious, and I'm going to move away from all my past so that I can feel free. Because you haven't felt freedom before, I'm hearing. And the Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, something new is coming in for you. A new opportunity or a space for you to create something new anyway. That's really nice. Let's go deeper. Coming apart. Okay, yes. Your old life is I don't want to say no more, but you're coming apart from your old life. What no longer serves you is being left behind, is being dropped. And what's for you is being found because you're listening to your intuitive nudges. And these things are your manifestations coming in. It's being given to you as a form of choices. But you don't want to jump into it. You need to make sure that it's really right for you. Make sure you listen to your intuition when you're trying to make this decision, because your intuition knows. It's like you feel it in your body. You'll feel it's the right decision. I feel like you'll know what I mean with this pile. Dry desert. Yeah, with carrying this load, it's like you're just wandering around alone. It's almost like you haven't had anyone to help you because you've taken on so much. And that was your doing. And then you're suddenly realizing, hold on, why did I take up all this on by myself? I need to heal from all of this heaviness by myself. Oh wow, Oregon's layer. Yeah, okay. It might seem intimidating to really heal yourself because you've carried quite a lot for so long that needs exploring. And O tails, yeah. Look at each thing that's being offered to you. Look at it in great detail. Will it serve me? Is it what it says it is on the tin? You know, and then really make the final decision intuitively. Do your research. Don't jump into anything, as I keep saying. Do your research. Gold, you don't need anyone to fix you. You can fix yourself, you can heal yourself. You can move on alone because you know that you've picked up too much for yourself. Or maybe you refused to see it, or maybe you felt you needed to do it because that's all you've known all your life. And then you suddenly have that revelation of, oh, what's caused me to want to take on so much? Flower, be honest with yourself, yeah? It's all about being honest with how much you've taken on. It's all about, just as you were taking responsibility by taking all of this on, take responsibility for your actions. And that in itself is being honest with yourself. And that's how healing can truly happen, because you're being honest. It's not like you're evading anything, you're lying to yourself. By lying to yourself, that's adding more responsibility onto your back. Storm, every hurricane comes to an end, yeah. There's so much endings in here, new beginnings. An evil queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Give yourself time. Give yourself what you need instead of being salty with yourself by lying to yourself, by taking on too much responsibility. Drop that responsibility and move forward with your life and take the time to heal so that your life is so much sweeter and you can take in more than you did before, because when you're carrying too much, then you tend to miss out on a lot, because you can't see past the responsibility, you can't see past the heaviness. Which justice is coming? Yeah. So you're moving past all that you've been through, and you're getting justice for yourself by being honest with yourself and seeing things for what they truly are. After the storm, there's a lot of endings and beginnings for this group in March. Defend to the end the worthwhile. Yeah, I'm seeing that you need to defend yourself. Okay, yeah. So I was a bit confused by this card. You need to defend yourself from this situation. I think this is a very specific message, so only a few people will really resonate with this message. So it's almost like someone who's quite overwhelming or overbearing or can seem quite intimidating could come in and try to tell you what's what, tell you how things should be, but you need to defend yourself. I'm seeing here that probably you might have something to do with the law that pops up in March, and you need to do your research into this. So you need to defend yourself at some point in March. The perfection of your life. Yeah, you see, when you choose the life you want intuitively, then it could almost seem perfect because you're living a life that you want for yourself, that you've envisioned for yourself, that you feel is right for you. So I'll see why there's loads of cards wanting to come out. Oh, what about these cards? Excuse me. Spear, heart, take over what you no longer have. Don't feel hurt when you drop all these responsibilities. It's almost like there could be a need to feel sorry for yourself. To be like, why did I do this to myself? It's like regret, a deep sense of regret. But you can't do that for yourself because that can make your healing much harder. But then at the same time, you need to be honest with yourself and feel what you feel. So, however way you can do it, then that's for you. Younger woman, dealings or relationships with the younger woman. Mice, discord amongst family or friends. Yeah. So at some point you'll probably express yourself to your family or friends about this thing, and then it's like they bat you away because they're probably not interested in hearing, and then that forces you to do this alone. Don't be put off by that. You know, you can do this by yourself. Tulip, great passion. Yeah, you can do this by yourself. I believe in you. Yeah, so this these manifestations that are coming in can lead to great passion for you. It could be a new relationship that's coming in for you, something that you've manifested. You'll be playing a different role. Oh yeah, so with endings comes with new beginnings, and that's you putting on a different hat, something that you're unfamiliar with. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Yes, as I was saying, a new opportunity could come in, like a new job opportunity or some money perhaps for some people. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 3. If any of this made sense to you, comment below in the in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!